I'm sure many are aware of the latest headlines regarding Russell Brand. Obviously in the club, this is the most obvious club member of them all when it comes to the so-called truth speakers. Here you see Russell Brand, of course, with the 33 tattooed on his wrist. And he also had a live tour titled 33. And obviously we know the law of reversal with live and what it stands for. Basically the new evil show. And what it all comes down to is the interview that Russell Brand had with Bill Maher. And it was over the topic that's been all over the media the last 3 years. And he's playing the role of the truth speaker here. Again, this is just a pantomime. It's just stagecraft. And from this one particular interview from several months back, it leads to this. A very common occurrence when it comes to male celebrities with the women coming forward. This is nothing new. Same old tricks being played once again. Getting back to Russell Brand. Anybody that believes this guy's a real truth speaker, give me a break. He's a Hollywood plant, obviously a trained actor playing a role on the world stage. Here you see him married to Katy Perry at the time. No doubt a arranged marriage just for show, just for a big distraction. And of course, Katy Perry, one of the biggest names in music. And here you see the all-seeing eye for all to see. No pun intended. Here you see Russell Brand with Queen 33, Queen Elizabeth, as you see here. And look at the very Masonic handshake. And when I mentioned Freemasonry in Queen 33, I showed this in a previous video with the Queen herself. And as you see here, the nurse and the belt buckle, the red and blue for purple for royalty and witchcraft. And again, the square and the compass and the pentagram, which is the pole star on top of the square and compass. And again, Queen 33, literally with Queen Elizabeth being again Queen 33. And that gets into more players in the world stage. Here you see Russell Brand with Alex Jones from many years ago. This is the clip I played in the video itself. And again, two big-time players on the world stage as far as controlled opposition when it comes to truth. Make no mistake about it. Here you see Alex Jones, a.k.a. Bill Hicks. You see the 666 hand sign, InfoWars as well. Alex Jones being 33. And InfoWars, as you see in the bottom right-hand corner, being 33 as well. And it comes down to Freemasonry and the Grand Sovereign Commander and the Dual 33. And of course, as I've covered for well over a decade, Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. Make no mistake about it. Here you see them side by side. Bill Hicks and Alex Jones. These two men are identical. Take a look here at Bill Hicks being covered on CNN. This is absolutely 100% the present day Alex Jones. If you can't see it, you do not have eyes to see. This is absolutely Alex Jones of today. Of course, the little cosmetic surgery to alter his appearance, his voice, obviously easily changed as an actor. Again, these two are the same. The reason I'm pointing this out, the importance of understanding the world stage and how it's structured, and how trusted individuals that play one role continue to play another. Again, it's all about having controlled individuals that are trusted. Masons are all about keeping secrets. So make no mistake about it. You see here, where they talk through signs and symbols. Again, make no mistake about it. Now back on topic with Russell Brand. Listen to him try to talk his way out of being part of the club. Absolutely ridiculous. Take a listen here at his very feeble attempt to dismiss his connection with those in the Masonic Club, which he calls the Illuminati. Let's take a look.
So that would mean things like telling people, hey, everything's fine in the world, everything's great. And then you go, yeah, but you would do that because you're like controlled opposition. It's like, well, as Neil deGrasse Tyson once said, is there anything that I could say that would make you believe, for example, that, you know, America did land on the moon or that the Earth is round? And if the person he's arguing with says, no, there's nothing you could say, he said, well, there's no point in having a conversation then, is there? Because when I spoke to him, I goes, do you think that the Americans really went to the moon? He goes, man, there's a whole, like, you can go to Cape Canaveral and there's all these, like, boxes of and files of complicated mathematical equations. It just would be such a mad thing.
Absolutely ridiculous. He talks about flat Earth. Obviously, the flat Earth truth is real. It's legit. And this is just another gatekeeper trying to hide the truth. And he also mentions Neil deGrasse Tyson in the so-called moon landing. And the evidence is the files, so-called files, and math equations. Math equations do not equal truth. It's what can be proven in the real world. And obviously, this is just a gatekeeper at work. Let's continue.
If they didn't, or if the Earth is flat, what's the benefit of that theory?
The benefit for the theory is to hide God. The Big Bang explosion removes God from the equation, and that's the whole foundation of this world. This world-wide system is obviously, again, to remove God. And when the foundation is off, everything else is off.
Now, for example, someone having a 33 tattoo on their arm, like what's the benefit of that? If you are actually a part of a sort of a secret controlling reality, do you have to mask that fact?
No, they put the truth in plain sight, and obviously this gatekeeper, he's doing the typical gatekeeping work, trying to obfuscate and trying to dismiss the truth that he's part of the club.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you would do that. Oh, so it's that many layers of double bluff. I mean, like, for me, that's like, why? And all of a sudden, what are we talking about now?
Now he gets into the tattoos, and this is huge to me, where he points out the 33, and then he points out these other deities besides Jesus Christ. So he has multiple deities tattooed on him, and let's get right to it.
Anyway, so that tattoo is because I love the Lord Jesus Christ, and it's a sort of a lucky number, basically, because I thought I was going to die when I was 32. Then I obviously didn't, as you can see. And so now I love the number 33, and when I see it, I feel like I'm on the right path.
And 33, for those that are new to my channel, this is what it's really about. It's from Revelation 12, verses 3 through 9. It represents a third of the fallen angels or stars, which are interchangeable. Fallen angels, stars are one and the same. I have a video series on this. It's called Polaris is Lucifer. I explain it all in detail. Let's get back to Russell Brand.
It's a wild quote. This is Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, the master of all realities and non-realities and potential realities, the world of dark matter that makes up 80 or 90% of the reality that we even understand right now. Lord Ganesh, remover of obstacles. The Kundalini serpent, awaken the lower survivor.
So he's pointing out all the different deities. And one thing that needs to be made clear is to join a Masonic lodge, you must believe in a deity. It doesn't matter which one, as long as you believe in a deity. But of course, Russell Brand has multiple deities tattooed on him, like I mentioned earlier.
This is Durga, a goddess of power, fighting for divine femininity.
And you can see, let me just back up here just a little bit, and you can see the third eye and it's sideways here. So again, the third eye, I mentioned this before. Why the third eye? God made us with two eyes, so try to outdo God with a third eye. And this is what it's all about. They love to try to outdo God, which they can't.
A goddess of power, fighting for divine femininity with the initial letters of my wife's name and my two daughters' names. This is Jesus Christ, who I love. These are the chakras, the energy centers of the body.
Again, the chakras, everything else he's showing here. You get the point. He's showing all the deities here. And he does mention Jesus Christ, but you have televangelists also talking about how they follow Jesus Christ. But this is what deceivers do. Make no mistake about it. And it's painfully obvious that Russell Brand is definitely part of the club.